In this example, we are going to be using J2E software to create a database to hold information. Now we can start this by clicking on Hub Tools at the top, and then we're going to click on Just Too Easy, which is one of the links from Hub. Now if you haven't got a Hub account, obviously you will need to get one for this tutorial. We're then going to look at J2E Data, which is a little icon on the side here. Now it may be in a slightly different place on your J2 launch board, but if you click on J2 Data, it should launch then into this J2 Data model. We're going to then click on Database, which will then launch the database creation. Now with a database, ideally we should have something called a unique field in there. So if you take an example with the school, every pupil will be known as a unique number. Or if you think of any car on the road, every car is known by its number plate. That's its unique identifier. So what we're going to do is we're going to start off with this tutorial. We're making a simple pupil database. So I'm going to start off by putting pupil ID in, right? So we can put pupil number in, or pupil ID, whatever. We're going to have a data type in here, which is going to be number. And the reason I'm going to choose numbers is because I only want it to be a number field. Now, because it's my unique identifier, I'm going to click on the little tick here, and then that makes that row unique. Now, when we want to add more fields in to our database, I simply click in this button here, Add Field, and then a new option will appear. So I'm going to put pupil name in next, and that's going to be a text field. That's great. And then I'm going to click on the plus there, and then I'm going to put age in. And because the age is going to be a number, I'm going to change that. Now we could put date of birth in, which it could be a date field as an example, but to keep things easy with this first tutorial, I'm going to keep it to number. Now I'm going to put another entry in here, and we're going to just call it subject. So I'm going to put the pupil's favourite subject in, which is going to be a text field as well. Now once you've entered all of your field names in, what we are going to do then is you're going to click on the Save button at the top, and then it's going to ask us to give it a name. Now I'm just going to call it Example Database, and I'm going to probably put a number on the end of mine because I've probably done this before. So when I click on Save, what this does is it saves the database to the cloud, so this now is ready to be or have and receive data. Now we can enter data in a number of ways. The easiest way is if we click on Form, which is on the top, you can see the database now will change to a different view. And if I click on Pupil ID, I can start by typing number 1, and then I can think of a name. Right, so we'll put James Davis, age 13. Subject, we're going to put ICT in, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on the Save button. Now that commits that into the database, so we can add another record in. So Jane Lewis, and then we're going to add another age in, 12, favorite subject PE, and save. And what we can do is we can repeat this process time and time again until we've got enough information in our database. As we've done this now already, we've added in a number of records. If you ever want to see the records, you can click on the navigation buttons on the top here, which then will allow you to scroll through and see all the entries. Or if you want to add another record in, you can click on the plus here, which then will go straight to the end, and it'll allow you to type a new record in. Now what you'll need to do to make sure we can sort and search information correctly, you'll need to make sure your database has enough entries in.